Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about why does ROAS drop as you scale and how to combat it. So with that being said, before we get started, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With that being said, let's dive into the video, guys. So why does ROAS drop as you scale and how to combat it? So first off, let's look at a few things as you scale, a few variables, things that can contribute to you scaling very fast or very slow. So number one is a good offer. And I'm not talking about that bullshit stuff that you'll see online with, oh, a good offer, I need to do a 10% off discount versus a 15% off discount. Which one's a better offer, Nick? No, I'm talking about what am I, the consumer, getting in exchange for the money I'm handing over to you. You know, you hand me over X amount of money and become a client for my agency. The value I'm going to give you is I'm going to help you double your Facebook ads revenue in 30 days or less, or your money back. That's my offer, whatever. Let's just say, for example, that. Okay, that's the value I'm giving you in exchange for your money. Okay, so a good offer. So if your product is shit or your competition has better offers than you, well, guess what? It's going to be harder to scale. So you need a good offer. And again, not 10 or 15% off discount on a crappy product, an amazing product that beats the competition combined with a good offer. And that offer might be amazing product plus a really good guarantee on it. And I'm also going to throw in these few things for you and not a 10% off discount. Okay. Just all the value I'm getting in exchange for the money. Now, once you get that isolated, you have an amazing offer. You need really good creative concepts that resonate with very ideal consumer. Again, let's talk about creative concepts that are not ad angles, because I'm trying to get away from angles because I don't like it, because there's like creative angles and ad copy angles. And it's just like, look, we're doing concepts is what we're trying to focus on. Okay. So you need a batch of creative concepts. So multiple different creative concepts that resonate with very ideal consumer. Then you need attention power, grabbing power of each ad. So like, yes, you might have a really good creative concept, it converts, but you might have one that does a 2x ROAS and that's amazing for you. Then you might have another one that does a 5x ROAS because it has better attention grabbing power. So you need to make sure you're maximizing the attention grabbing power. And then lastly is audience size. Okay. How big is your audience size? You know, if your offer is, you know, if you're a professional PGA or golf player, you know, PGA, playing the PGA, we're going to get you a set of golf balls that's going to cost $1,000 a ball, and it's going to be laser engraved on it with your initials, like something crazy like that, some super niched. You're going to have a relatively small market volume relative to, you know, moms who are pregnant. That's going to be much larger in that sense right there. So there is some level of audience size as well that you have to look at. And it's generally why like we kind of look at that when we're taking on clients for products. Now, what happens when you scale? So this is something that you really need to understand. So you're telling Facebook, who's finding you, let's say, for example, you're finding 10 buyers, so you're getting 10 purchases every day. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want to go from 10 purchases a day to 100 purchases a day. You know, basically Facebook, hey, you're finding me 10 people a day to buy from me. That's great. I love you. Thank you so much for the 10 buyers a day. Go find me 100 now for your reward. So then Facebook has to essentially work harder to find more people at your desired CPA. So I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Charlie Disruptor. He kind of first told me about this philosophy right here. Hey, Facebook, thank you so much. You work really hard for my company. So think of like you working for a company, a factory, and there's this one particular worker that's working amazing. Okay, he's doing a really good job. Hey, thank you so much for working for this company. I really appreciate your efforts. You do an amazing job for us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pay you the same. And then we're going to let go of everyone else because you do such an amazing job that you cover for all of them. That's literally what you're telling Facebook when you go cut off all the other ads that are, you know, subpar results, and you want to put all your spin in one ad. And look, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's keep going. Just to better showcase this to you. So here's an example. I want you to go to your local mall, and I want you to find me one person wearing a white t-shirt within 30 minutes. Okay. So like literally picture yourself, go to the mall, local grocery store. Yeah. Find someone who's wearing a white t-shirt. That's it. Just boom. There you go. Found someone. Cool. Relatively easy. You could do it within the time. Okay. You could easily do it within 30 minutes. Okay. Now, and the 30 minutes starts when you get to the mall, not driving and all that. Because, obviously the smart asses in the comments be like, well, I live 2 hours away from the mall. Don't give a fuck about that. It's the 30 minutes from the moment you hit the mall. And yeah. Okay. Now, go to your local mall and find 10 people wearing a white t-shirt within 30 minutes. Okay. So pull up to the mall, timer starts, you start looking, boom, boom, boom. Oh, wow. That was like 3 people. Okay. You have to go walk around a little bit more, find another person, walk around a little bit more, find another person, boom, boom. And it takes a little bit longer. And you probably still do it within that time or maybe just slightly longer. But it's gonna be a little harder. Okay. And we're going to reflect the time as the CPA. Okay. So let's say time, 30 minutes, you're getting a $30 CPA. Cool. This one you did maybe a $35 CPA. It took you a little bit longer. That's 5 minutes over. Now you have a $35 CPA. Okay. Now go to your local mall and find 100 people wearing a white t-shirt within 30 minutes. That's going to be difficult. Okay. That's going to be difficult. This may take you a few hours. It might take you, 5-6 hours to do this. It kind of depends on fluctuations that day, how many people are coming to the store, like all that stuff right there. Okay. So it's gonna be very hard, may take all day, and you probably will not be able to do it most likely within 30 minutes. And what's going to happen? That CPA is going to drastically go up. Okay. So this is another example of what you're telling Facebook when you're saying, hey, double my budget, 5x my budget, 10x my budget. But when you have all of this right, and all of this is solid, then this does become easier because you have a good audience pool of people who like your product. You have really good attention grabbing power. You have a really good creative concept resonate with your ideal consumer. You have a good offer between all of this. That's how we can drastically scale. And there will be a few times a year where we can take like a product. Like for example, we have one client right now who's looking from $1,000 a day in spend to $10,000 a day in spend within a week. And they did about $25,000 yesterday in revenue. Break even for us is like 1.1, 1.2. Or 1.3, 1.4. So they're very profitable and their margins are fat. So they look good. So, we can drastically go from 1 to 100 very quickly because we have everything. We have a good product that has a large audience pool and all that good stuff right there. So let's dive into creative concepts that resonate with your ideal consumer. Okay. So let's say, for example, your main consumer is someone who runs Facebook ads, and there is a variety of different creative concepts that will resonate with that consumer right there. So you want to find the 1 or 2 creative concepts that absolutely crush it. Okay. From a very, very basic level of creative concepts for someone who runs Facebook ads, one creative concept might just be showing off case studies, performance results. Another creative concept might be showing off how to do a customer persona, or showing off how to dig deeper into marketing fundamentals to get you a better result. Okay. So there'll be different creative concepts around that ideal consumer. And your goal is to find those creative concepts that work. Okay. These are concepts. These are not, let's say, for example, a concept might be, we're going to do a case study showing people how we did $2.5 million in 30 days. Okay. So that case study, I'm going to create about 5 or 6 ads, or 3 to 6 ads that are all going to be very different, but all show off that case study, if that makes sense. Okay. So we'll have 3 to 6 different ads, and it's going to show off that case study in 3 to 6 different ways. Okay. So that's a creative concept. Okay. So as we start to spend more, we want to find those concepts that absolutely crush it, and that's going to allow us to spend more. So that paired with a good offer is going to allow us to spend a lot more. Okay. Now, again, this also too right here is another example right here. If we expand those ad concepts to the point where we have multiple different ad concepts. So let's say, for example, you have a case study that crushes it. You have some tutorial videos on how to run Facebook ads that crush it. You have a video of a user testimonial that crushes it. You have 3 different types of ad concepts, all with different, it's different messaging within the messaging my ideal consumer wants to see. Okay. And what's going to happen is it's going to open up Facebook's ability to get in front of more people's eyeballs. Okay. And here's what I mean. Here's another really good way to look at it from this perspective. Go to your local mall, find 10 people wearing a white or black t-shirt. So now I'm sending 2 different marketing messages that Facebook can utilize, and 2 different messages that, it can choose from and see, and pull people in basically. And it's going to basically help out with CPA because it's easy for you to go out and find 10 people that are wearing a white or black t-shirt. So you might be able to find 6 people wearing a white t-shirt, 4 people wearing a black t-shirt. Boom. So yeah, so that's just an example. As you scale, you want your good offer, and then you have multiple different ad concepts that convert really good. Now, the next variable as you scale is attention grabbing power of each ad under each creative concept. So I basically look at it as like you have your offer, then you have like your 2, creative concepts, and then you might have 4 or 5 ads under each creative concept. Okay. Now, the better attention grabbing power you have on those creative concepts, the better the ROAS will be, the better, the more people you'll pull into your product. Okay. Attention grabbing power comes from comes from a good headline and hook, plus imagery in the image, or the first 3 to 5 seconds of a video ad. Okay. So if I just show you an image ad right there, all the components plus the headline is going to grab people in. If I show you a video, that first 3 to 5 seconds, whatever imagery and stuff like that's on the video, plus that hook is what's going to grab people's attention. Okay. So those different attention grabbing powers can affect the overall performance of those creative concepts. Okay. So you want to make sure these are dialed in. So when these are dialed in and these are dialed in, you get some amazing scalability and good results. Okay. Now, audience size. So there's 2, when I initially created this kind of like PowerPoint to show you guys, I was looking at it from a perspective of lookalikes and interests, but then there's also 2, the example I gave you guys above, where like there's 2 different types of audience sizes. There's the first level of audience sizes, which is just the general how many people are in the market for this particular product. Then there's the second audience size, which you guys see in Facebook. These are the LLAs, these are the interests, these are the low level things like that. I personally do not even test lookalikes or interests anymore. I refuse to. It's a inefficient way to scale your Facebook ads. Okay. And I have a video exactly why I went to broad fully, and you're more than welcome to check out that video. It's literally just called like, the ultimate guide to broad in 2020 with Facebook ads. Okay. So I test everything on broad to give me my best possible chance of scaling high. Removes the variable that I don't have to worry about. So like, for example, if I start to scale spin on an interest, let's just say it's like fucking flowers, whatever, that particular interest, I start to scale spin on there, and all of a sudden I start seeing a low performance. Well, is it my audience? Is my audience not big enough? Or is it just these ads are not compelling enough? So then I have to go back to like ad testing and stuff like that. Whereas if I just test on broad, I'm testing already the biggest possible audience I can utilize. And if an ad converts, I can scale it a lot harder, scale it a lot faster, I can scale it a lot more profitable rate. So that's why I don't even use lookalikes or interests anymore. I think they're highly inefficient once you start to understand it from a high level perspective. Okay. So yeah, so that's basically, like I said, that's basically looking at audience size from in platform. But then again, too, you do need to look at audience size from, okay, how many people would actually buy this product? If you remove all limitations on Facebook side, how many people could actually buy this product? And like I said, if you're marketing to people who play in the PGA Tour and they want a custom $1,000 engraved golf ball, that's gonna be a lot smaller than men who want a plain white t-shirt. Like that's gonna be a lot bigger. So you have to look at it from that perspective right there. Now, as you start to scale, obviously, even when you have all this dialed in, you're still gonna see rising ad costs. So how do you combat that? So for us, like we're consistently testing and finding new winning ads. Every week we introduce a new creative concept into an account. And every week we also try to learn from our previous week's mistakes. We learn from the previous week's mistakes of what didn't work. So that way we can continue refining and finding new winning ads inside of an account. It's going to allow us to lower CPA and allows us to spend more. Now, AOV, in that perspective right there. AOV is another good one. So like, let's say, for example, if you're getting a $25 CPA now, and all of a sudden, and you have like a $75 AOV, that's a 3x ROAS. Now, all of a sudden, your CPA goes to $50, okay? But you improve your AOV from $75 to $100, then like your overall ROAS is 2x, but you might be spending like 4 or 5 times more on a daily basis, okay? So improve your AOV. It's another route to go. Improving LTV. So this is where like you start to understand business from a higher level perspective, and don't see brands generally to start to break over this until over like $200,000-$300,000 a month, where they can literally spend a 1x ROAS profitably. And I do have a few brands that do spend 1x ROAS profitably. Not gonna lie, but we spend multiple thousands of dollars a day on Facebook ads. Okay, but their LTV is so dialed in that they still do a 4x ROAS overall. Okay, but LTV should be from day one. you should be consistently trying to figure out how to make a better experience for your customers, and also to give a reason for your customers to purchase more. Because if you don't, then what's going to happen is you're going to build a business. You're going to get a lot of first-time purchases. No one's ever going to purchase again. You can turn your Facebook ads off for 1 day, or 4 days, 5 days, a week, 2 months, and all of a sudden what's going to happen is you're going to see no really purchases tickle in. And that's because you did a poor job at building a customer first based business. You purely just focus on acquisition. And we do have businesses that we've worked with for a long period of time that fell apart because we only focused on acquisition. And when those products were done, like they weren't really hot anymore, and they did a poor job at introducing new products to the store and finding new winners, then guess what? Business grown apart and we parted ways as clients. So yeah, so just showing you a few things. Hopefully this kind of guide can help you guys understand better, like why does ROAS drop as you scale, and how do you combat it. So this, again, if there's anything else I can answer around this, drop it below and I can definitely do a part 2. This video did kind of cover a lot of little like kind of subtopics, and I kind of just glazed over them. Whereas like a full video on this could like be well longer, but hey, I know you guys love it. So but yeah, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. I appreciate you watching all these videos and stuff like that. Hope it's helping you out, as my goal is to help you grow as a marketer, become a better marketer, to where you can grow and scale and hit your revenue goals within inside of your business. With that being said, if you're a business owner, whether it's e-com, app installs, Legion, we crush it in all those niches right there. Make sure you click the link below, book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call together. And what we'll do is we'll build a strategy together for you. You can take that strategy and run with it, or you have the option to work it yourself if you choose. Now, with that being said, if you're doing less than $50,000 per month in revenue and you can't hop on the strategy calls and stuff like that, then I am looking at more of kind of like refining my consulting offers to where like I charge my hourly consulting and get a lot of you guys email and set that up. But I want to make it a little bit more efficient, easy for you guys to do. And then secondly, I also will have a course coming out soon, where again, it's going to be showing you how to become a better marketer and how to better scale your business with ads. And it's going to help you surpass like the next 4 or 5 platforms, because it's going to be all about marketing fundamentals in that sense right there. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And my name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace.